What is up guys, Wraec is here with a new video, and today I thought I was already done creating videos for the day when AFK Journey hit us with some huge news for the upcoming season, Echoes of Dissent. As you know, end of season for Chains of Eternity is near 10 days left on the timer, and we had little to no info on Echoes of Dissent yet, and now they hit us with a huge info drop. You can't even see it yet in game, there is just this Echoes of Dissent section, no button yet, but we got a huge info drop and we're going to dive into that today, and you're going to get all the info here on my channel. And there we go. That is the new website they created. I'll put the link for this, of course, down in the description. And there are some things in here that had me truly surprised and I think are going to be huge for the upcoming season. So starting off, we get this wonderful banner here for Echoes of Dissent, featuring some of the new heroes, some protagonists, some enemies, we don't know it yet. In a new section, we see the dragon, by the way, in the background there, which is kind of cool. And it's a little bit, well, it's a little bit easy to miss, but there's a guy here. I didn't see that at the beginning because his head is so huge, but maybe that is the antagonist. I have no idea. You can tell me down in the comments if you already know it. Let's scroll down a bit to the first drop of info. There we go. Log in to get Epic Hero. We had this event in the last season as well. Basically just log in for 7 days. You get Epic invite letters times 18, which is a lot. And then you get a chest that includes those 4 heroes. Of course, well, Tazi is pretty cool. Personally, I got her at P4 already. So either Sonya or Hodgkin. I think I'm gonna go for Hodgkin. We had this Hodgkin video recently I made where he was kind of great, or also had a skin this season. And we'll get some news on this guy later down below as well, so that will be pretty cool. New feature season milestone rewards. The new season is divided into 3 milestones. Upon completing the objectives of each milestone, you will unlock massive rewards. And what I thought was kind of interesting, we see, I think those were called Rosy Crystals, for the Rosy Cosmetics store, and maybe a little bit reminder of there as well. Rosy Jewels they were called indeed, but the reminder is the PT timer on this is going to reset once those cosmetics go away, and this will also be with the start of the next season in 11 days. So keep that in mind. The Obsidian Moth collection is going to go away, the PT timer is going to go away. So if you are thinking about going for this, make sure you can get a piece or can reset that PT timer before the new season starts. Otherwise, I know some people last time they used the Rosy Jewels when they dropped, and then they were a little bit disappointed, or well, quite angry at that when the last cosmetic set went away and this PT timer got reset and they didn't get the part. So maybe take a look at that. Also Velvet Store, of course, going to reset, so if you want to get that Hodgkin skin, which I definitely still have to do, then this is also going to go away. Back to this new site. Well, I am quite, well, not disappointed. I'm quite looking forward to actually being able to drop those Rosy Jewels. I hope they put a generous amount of those into those milestones, because we had limited possibility to get those yet, and I think it would be nice to at least have a few so you can get some of the cosmetic parts. And then of course, I mean, a lot of epic sums should be in there as well. This was quite generous this season too, so I'm not worried about that. Free hero skin, a little bit like the Sinbad one we got in Waves of Intrigue. We'll get this for Indris. The new hero skin looks pretty cool with this little dwarven style bow that he has, so looking forward to this year as well. We'll be able to get him fairly close to the beginning as far as I know. Then we see this customized cosmetics, complete quest to earn velvet vouchers, so this seems to be the replacement for the skin for Hodgkin, and we see a skin for Lily May there, plus some new cosmetics. This will be the obtainable cosmetic set there. Cosmetic set, I'm not a big fan, I guess, but Lily May skin, you have me there, so this will be pretty cool. Looking forward to that skin. Let's scroll a little bit further down. Season milestone rewards. Reach season milestones, claim player cosmetics and other rewards. With the new set, Dwarven style, love it, so that is pretty nice. We got all the standard stuff in there, plus we got the essence that we need for the enhanced force. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, some heroes in those seasons, they got an upgrade to their Supreme Plus ability. You can see that here already upgraded, and that says it's a little bit of a 2 there. It's only available for some heroes. They're rolling this out throughout the seasons. I think we got 6 new heroes there, including Salazar, which was my personal favorite. I really liked what they did to him, because he can now get a huge shield, and that made him very tanky. We tried that out. We made a video about Salazar, and he did very, very well. So maybe keep an eye out for this. You can obtain the Shadow Essence that you need to upgrade this very, very easily. Just through the season quest. It is just up there. You can see Shadow Essence already obtained it, so that is available this season as well. And next season we are going to get new heroes. And this is also something that we are going to get to in a second, maybe already now? Okay, not now. A new Heroes Incoming Adventure Squad formed, we already got a little bit of info there. Chainbreaker Indris, a Wilder hero, where we saw this infographic before with some more info on him. Mainly Chainbreaker Salturine, he's an S-tier Wilder marksman, so that will be very, very interesting. I remember that from the last season, I considered Wilder heroes, well, basically a guaranteed top hero with Loss, and we were a little bit disappointed. So we are going to see if he's going to be good or, well, if he's going to be a disappointment. But he looks fairly cool, and with his skin, I mean, it changes the bow, we saw that before. Should be quite interesting to see what he can do. And of course, we see his entire family there. That should be a main topic there as well. I saw some people already pretty hyped about Indris being like this elven type hero and getting more of this. That should be fairly interesting. And going on, going on here, they have a little bit of error there. That is also interesting. That is Kulu Blastmaster, a new Hypergen hero. We already got an infographic for her as well. That is over here. And fire on all cylinders. I think new Hypergen hero, well, that is basically guaranteed to be good. I don't think we got a very bad Celestial hero yet. I mean, many people consider Dunlinger kind of bad because he isn't, well, like this plug-and-play hero, but he's a major asset in PvP, so that should be interesting. Beaten by the twins. You have to see why that is the case. Some people were already worried about that. Also Marksman, Hypergen, and of course, an S-tier. And with that we come to the last hero that they announced, and this is already one that we already know. It is Daemon, the son of Shamira. So should be fairly cool. He seems to have a big summon. I have no idea about his abilities. We didn't get an infographic yet. Graveborn hero, of course, and should be fairly interesting to play with him. Then let's go. New map, new storyline awaits. Ironhold Bay. We see a little bit of a mine there. We have some more info on that I got from a post of Reddit. We're going to take a look probably after we got through those pictures, so we can take a look at those pictures as well, because there is more info there. Salturine was mentioned already on the Indris card. The locations again with the waterfall there. It looks absolutely gorgeous. I can't wait to actually check them out. Amber Mine. From the banner we saw at the start with the dragon there. I wonder if that is going to play a role. We see a little bit of a robot there. So should be a fairly cool location as well. And then lastly, Tenebrous Court. That looks very elvenish, if I'm honest, with the purple and everything there with those. That looks a little bit like the bow from Indus, so probably this will be the location where we meet the elven heroes. And then we got this Reddit post by Vixen with Journey Unfolds Brimstone Village Travel Guide. And we can take a look at those pictures as well. Maybe I should go back to the beginning there. And there we go. Brimstone Village Travel Guide. Rebellion, Giant Machines and Underground Labs follow Travel Guide and uncover the secrets of the Dwarven Kingdom. Because that is the Dwarven Kingdom we are meeting there. Several NPCs, several Dwarven NPCs. And also, of course, and we'll see that on the next picture, Hugin the Maverick Smith. Back from Waves of Intrigue. Well, he was never really gone. He accompanied us into Chains of Eternity. And of course, when there are dwarves, there is Hugin. So Hugin going to make an appearance apparently in the story as well. Brimstone Village, an area under the Lightbearers Empire's jurisdiction, is home to short yet strong dwarves with thick flowing hair. They meticulously groom their beards and have a deep fondness for jewelry, taking immense pride in the gems and they mine and cut themselves. Remember our old friend Hugin who works for the Karma and Whispers? He's a dwarf too, of course. The dwarves living in the village primarily earn their livelihoods through forging, alchemy and ore transportation. So that should be interesting to see if Hugin has some friends there. A gloomy entrance to the gloomy mine. We saw some pictures already before. The village contains numerous mines filled with stones and metals. The rumble of minecarts sliding along the tracks and the rhythmic hammering of the diligent dwarves echo through the air. And I mean, it would be a missed opportunity if we didn't get to drive with a minecart down there. That should be quite fun, reminding me of a little bit of Indiana Jones there. The movie, if you saw that, a minecart takes you deep into a dark underground region where the mine lies. Here the dwarves tirelessly extract valuable ores from the earth. The underground is filled with glowing minerals, but are they really just minerals? So maybe a little bit of a story spoiler there. We have to see what we do there. And this, of course, the Inspiral Chamber. This place serves as a research facility with files and documents strewn haphazardly. My god, they are really trying to get put my English here to the test. Dangerous looking weapons and ammunitions are also stored here. We know that from Hugin. He was kind of prone to making big weapons. We saw that in Waves of Intrigue. If you haven't played the season yet, well, you will get to meet Hugin there. What's the purpose of this ammunition and who runs this facility? Scattered documents, dangerous artillery. That looks really like the Hugin cannon. So this is what they have shown there. I put that link down in the description as well. And with that we come to the next part here, which is also really interesting. New event Sunlit Showdown. We were told about this before, 1 versus 1 showdown. I'm not too sure about this yet, but the Panda hero here had already a lot of fans, so I'm sure it will be kind of interesting. I mean, in 1 versus 1, you kind of want to have the hero that counters the enemy hero the most, and I guess this also has an interesting part, at least if there is not one hero countering them all. I hope that is not the case. New season artifacts will of course play a role. 12 new season artifacts. Will be a big part in PvP once again. I reckon it will be kind of interesting to see. I hope they don't do something like Storm Strike Spell again. I thought that was kind of annoying. Unlock new level 30 effects. That is interesting, considering our current artifacts max at level 25. So maybe we'll see some enhancement effects there, though I don't know if that will really add to the depth of it. We'll have to see how they work that in. And with that we come to my favorite part of this actually, new Enhanced Force update. I kinda already told you guys about it, but there are 2 heroes visible here already. So we see Hodgkin and Scarlita, and I know many people are hyped about that. Scarlita Enhanced Force, already saw a lot of posts on that. Scarlita, a hero, well, that kind of failed to really impress in this current season, kind of fallen out of meta, and this is the first Supreme Plus update, the first Enhanced Force update we see on a Celestial or Hypergen hero, so this could be very interesting. I hope Burial gets one too, because, well, he's kind of cool, but never really made it into the light and into the meta. Hodgkin, on the other hand, we made a video about him, and he was putting out some insane damage, and I was very impressed by how well he did there. So seeing him with an Enhanced Force update, well, that actually is rather interesting in terms of the general performance of the hero. I hope he will be interesting there. And maybe this is the right moment to also take a look at that Enhanced Force, or at the Supreme Plus ability that we get. Hodgkin reduces the fist off of enemies hit by the cannon by 15% up to 2 stacks for 10 seconds, which is of course nice if you want to enhance your physical damage, but was never really an impressive ability of him. Maybe we get an enhancement there. If we get an enhancement, I hope it kind of plays into his Voidbound magic. This was an ability that made enemies explode, and your own heroes also explode when they were defeated, and I kind of always wanted to do a summoning team and make them explode with Voidbound magic, and if that gets enhanced and gets made better, then I think this could be very, very interesting, could be very cool. But his direct damage output just from his ult is already insane, so maybe we will see something good there. For Scarlita, she had also a very, very strong Supreme Plus ability actually. Increased an allied hero's fist def and magic def and using Valkyrie Spirit to protect them. That is another one of her abilities. When she was in the air, blessing while in the air, granting them a shield, and then she would also enhance the defenses by quite a lot. So seeing that being enhanced and playing a little bit more into the supporter role could be interesting. Then again, she was already also known for like a huge yeets with her Mythic Plus. If you've never seen that, I have some videos on that as well. Sending enemies flying from the map. That was probably one of the most insane heroes at the beginning of the game. Later not so much, just because, well, the meta was a little bit too aggressive, and her flying into the air for quite a long time, that wasn't really something that you could afford to have there. She had a little bit of a comeback with the Wilder teams, but not too much really, and I never really saw her again. I think some people were quite disappointed when they had to upgrade to Supreme Plus and never really got to use her a lot. So we'll still have to wait and see what the other 6 heroes will be. They are apparently planning for 8 heroes, and granted, this season they rolled them out in batches, so I expect that we won't get to see them all, but maybe Hodgkin and Scarlita being on this picture might indicate that we will see those 2 at the beginning of the season and other ones then later following. So I'm excited to see who they're going to be. Burial being my number 1 choice for Enhanced Force, but you can tell me down below who else you would see there. Maybe Kafra. That could be cool. We made quite a few videos on him as well, so that would be interesting. Tell me down below which heroes do you want to see an Enhanced Force for, and maybe AFK Journey will make it happen. Then we have the Primal Lords. Is this the dragon that we saw in the background? Let me quickly scroll up. No, I wouldn't say. I wouldn't say that is the dragon, right? No, I don't think so. interesting. Wait, spoilers. We have to scroll down again. Sorry. But we'll see 3 new Primal Lords. I think 3 is a good count for this, and I'm excited to see that all of those look rather interesting. Definitely excited to fight this guy. Reminds me a little bit of a boss from Borderlands 2, if I'm not thinking about it, but that is another story in itself, so that will be fairly interesting. We have no info on them yet, so I hope that we get to discover a few matters in between, like this time around, especially the warrior, the giant knight, was a little bit stale in that there was basically one team and that was used quite throughout the entire fight with not a lot of changes, though an interesting mechanic to kind of have support heroes be more important for that. I guess they are going to do some interesting stuff with those Primal Lords as well. New Battle Drills domain, well, we definitely need that, and I hope we have some changes in there. Having the same boss throughout the season was kind of not that great. Voyage of Wonders, the event, I expected them to do this. We got a few gems there. Am I a big fan of this game mode? Not too much, I'll be honest. It's not that exciting to me. I rather like the normal gameplay style a little bit more, but I guess could be fairly cool. Always had a little bit the suspicion that they might have just released Voyage of Wonders because it's kind of similar to the ads they were running, but that's the thing. Rosy Cosmetics new items, and this is exciting. First of all, the items look fairly great. I really like the style that they chose there, especially this headpiece. Is very, very interesting with all the pearls and everything. Is also pretty cool. But what really caught my eye, new skin for Chimera. So we have an ice skin for Chimera, and I think this skin looks absolutely gorgeous. So can't wait to get that. Rosy Cosmetics though, I mean, bit difficult to obtain free to play if I'm honest. Because while we had the sets here, the skin was in the Rosy store, and those cost 1,500 of the Mirage crystals, which you only obtain from using Rosy Cosmetics, so getting a lot of them is kind of difficult. I know many people want to have that Tazi skin, but one thing that we can say for sure is those skins always have a lot of effort put in them. With the Hewin skin, I think it's pretty visible. They made this great effect with the leaf she has there, and you can see kind of through it and see this palace in the background, which is really, really nice. I think this design is pretty great. So we can expect a pretty nice skin for Chimera there with some animations as well. So that should be also fairly cool. With that, we come to the last pieces here. We have New Noble Path and Fabled Road. Be honest, we have this Elven type stuff. We have the Dwarven type stuff. That is probably the distinction here. I like the Dwarven set. Not too excited about the Elven stuff. I think we can get kind of a similar look with the exception of the set piece already with stuff we have in the game, so we'll have to see. The arms there, the little arrows, maybe they belong to that. Could be fairly cool. We'll see. But Noble Path and Fabled Road, usually great deals if you are a low spender. Those are the stuff that you get. And then we have more exciting events coming soon. Those are all events that we've already seen, I think, as far as I know. Yeah, should be. So yeah, I mean, hero drills and stuff, that is always great. So there's always some nice loot. And that is all they've shown for this season, except for the business simulation. We haven't had too much info on that. For me, it always seemed like this is a little bit more into the future. Manage and develop your territory, build your homeland ravaged by hypergens, unlock various buildings, decoration, design a personalized space. I saw some people already giving like their ideas about it on Reddit and kind of giving their first thoughts on how it should work. I have no idea yet, I'll be honest. You can tell me down below what you think about it. I have no idea yet. Could be interesting, could be, well, a little bit of a miss. I don't know. We'll see that probably when it's released. I will be curious to test it. We will make a video about it. So that is going to be probably it. New season, Echoes of the Dissent, coming late in May as far as I know. And as far as they have said, shouldn't be too much time left. Can't wait to test it, probably on the Pioneer server where we get the first info. And with that, that is everything for this video. As always, you will find some codes for gems down below that I won in the AFK Journey Creator Tournament. Still have a few of those. Should probably last till the next season. And if you get one of those codes, tell me in the comment down below. Other than that, a little bit of a note. As always, want to recommend to you guys Loot Bar. If you want some cheap dragon crystals to prepare for the upcoming season or to make the most out of this, you can get cheap dragon crystals on Loot Bar. And if you register through the link down in the description, you not only get an 8%, I think at the moment even 10% discount coupon, but also a 3% discount coupon on top that you can use with your purchases and save a bunch on your dragon crystals. So definitely recommend that to you guys. Use it myself as well. And with that, I hope for a great Echoes of Dissent season and wish you a great day, and we'll see us in the next one.